Your Excellency, retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, my dearest husband, Honorable Ministers, of course, the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary School and the Minister of Higher Education, please permit me to stand on existing protocol. You know, we are celebrating a wonderful day today. January 24 is the International Day for Education, so we are here celebrating International Day for Education. But let me go back to 2018. 2018, April 4th, the people of Sierra Leone decided to vote His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio as the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. And in that 2018, the United Nations decided on that day that January 24 will now be the International Day for Education. 59 countries decided on that day. And this was during the time His Excellency introduced the free quality education in Sierra Leone. So I believe the United Nations knew there is going to be a president who is going to transform his people's lives through education. And that's why they waited until 2018 to decide on January 4th to be the International Day for Education, because Maada Bio is going to be a champion for education, not only for Sierra Leone, but globally. I'm not here to sing his praises, but they said, let us give credit where credit is due. My husband has not only worked for this country, but he has pioneered something that tomorrow we will remember him for, and that is education for our children. Tomorrow, all of these children here, when they become doctors, lawyers, the best teachers, the best nurses, anything that you can imagine that will transform a country, we have them in our kids. And through His Excellency's tenacity and vision to introduce the free quality education, we are here celebrating education. Not every country have this in their nation. So we should be proud, and we should not only celebrate the teachers, the principals, and the students. Today, we should celebrate His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio too. I, on behalf of this nation and on behalf of all the children of this nation, as their mother, I want to start by saying, thank you, Mr. President, for the free quality education. Thank you, Mr. President, for the free food for our children while they go to school. Thank you, Mr. President, for the buses that you provide for our children to go to school. Thank you, Mr. President, for the radical inclusion. Thank you, Mr. President, for increasing the teachers' salaries. Thank you, Mr. President, for giving us a global recognition all over the world that when you talk about education, you remember Sierra Leone. Thank you, Mr. President, for the hands of our girls. Today, our girls are in school and remain in school. Thank you, Mr. President, for the free teaching materials for our children. Today, it is not our statistics. This is a statistics that is done by the United Nations themselves. So statistics is statistics. Statistics run away. 60% reduction of maternal mortality, which means we have more girls in school. We have 86% retention of girls in school today. We don't have girls, we only have 14% of girls pregnant in Sierra Leone today while they are in school. At the end of every year, in the last 3 years, 86% of our young girls are still in school, participating, enjoying the free quality education, and in fact, making sure that they have the best results in this country. So, Mr. President, we want to say thank you. Thank you for your tenacity. For a man who believes in education is a man who believes in development. For a man who wants to empower other people's children and not his alone, is a man who believes in a nation building. So we want to say thank you to you today as we celebrate this wonderful day, and we will continue to celebrate you because your tenacity will be reality for our children's future, and we will continue to celebrate you till eternity. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm supposed to be talking about Hands Off Our Girls, but what is Hands Off Our Girls without His Excellency Retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio? Nothing. So Hands Off Our Girls is Maada Bio is Hands Off Our Girls. So please continue to stay and take your hands off our girls. Thank you very much.
Woo! To the girls in school. 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 Do you understand why I'm calling you? You don't understand, eh? You get it? You don't get it. But I would not tell you to forget about it. You see, education, how did you feel when First Lady was talking? Did you feel inspired to learn? Did you feel motivated to give your academic work your best? An educated girl is an empowered woman, and an empowered woman contributes significantly towards the development of Sierra Leone, Africa, and the world by extension. To the girls, a word to the wise. So you will take your education seriously, huh? Yes, we would love to see, probably when I would be old, bended over to see other female ministers, the first ladies, and you know that these are the people who benefited from the free quality education, now super empowered. Please take the first lady as a motivation. Give your academic work your best. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please again be upstanding as I invite to the podium His Excellency the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Brigadier Retired Dr. Julius Maada Bio.
Thank you very much. Let's sit down, please. Madam First Lady, Ministers of Government, Honorable Members of Parliament present here today, Paramount Chiefs and traditional leaders, our development partners, representatives of CSOs and the private sector, our esteemed educators, our beloved students, the hope of our future. Students, they will not day. People will not day. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, happy International Day of Education. This afternoon, as I stand amidst this familiar and yet cherished landscape of the Bow School, my heart swells with profound sense of nostalgia and gratitude. The moderator be saying I'm at the right time. If you sabi smell nostalgia and gratitude. This was the place where the seeds of discipline, integrity, and purpose were sown into my soul. It was the place where I learned how to foster peace and resolve conflicts with fellow students that we fought for condom. My teachers, custodians of wisdom and character, can attest to my commitment to upholding the highest standards of conduct. I was not a troublemaker, and I always chose the path of peace, even as a teenager. With my high standards of conduct, I was selected as a prefect for discipline when I was in the sixth form. And I received the prestigious Principal's Prize for the best behaved boy after 7 years in this country, in this school. Is there any best behaved boy there? None, not so? Okay. However, my education, like many of you, began long before the doors of secondary school. It began in the warm embrace of my home, under the tutelage of my beloved mother of blessed memory, whose ideas, tough, not steep, in formal education, we are steeply rooted in the ancestral wisdom of humility, societal harmony, and the perils of discord. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, as we mark the sixth International Day of Education with the theme, Learning for Lasting Peace, my government recognizes that education is human right, a public good, and a public responsibility. That is why I'm happy that we didn't just let the kids come, they came with their teachers and their parents. It is a public good and it is a public responsibility. When I became president of this great nation in 2018, my government fully embraced human capital development vision, where every Sierra Leonean child has access to holistic education. This education vision transcends mere job preparation and encompasses the broader dimension of an informed, healthy, peaceful, and prosperous society. Education teaches us that a cohesive society is not one devoid of differing opinions, but rather a tapestry woven with diverse views and perspectives. We can be different, but we can live together. And we have to live together in Sierra Leone. Last year, Sierra Leone ranked the most peaceful country in West Africa and the third most peaceful in Africa by the Global Peace Index. Make no mistake, we should not let anybody take that away from us. Our nation is a symbol of religious harmony and peaceful coexistence between our people of different religions, tribes, and culture. The core precepts of Islam and Christianity preach peace, mutual coexistence, and unconditional love for our families, neighbors, and even strangers. As a nation, we have relied on this kind of religious education as a cornerstone for building a society that is steeped in unity and harmony. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, education is a journey with no end. Education is a journey with no end. A journey where each new discovery reveals the vast expanse of knowledge yet to be explored. Even amidst the rapid currents of urbanization and development, it is imperative to preserve and nurture our communal spirit as a nation. Our communities have always been bastions of education and guidance, playing a pivotal role in shaping responsible and productive citizens. The adage, "It takes a whole village to raise a child," eloquently captures the essence of this collective responsibility. That is what I see here today. Parents from different parts are all gathered here to see us celebrate education, to see us celebrate what is going to give freedom to their children, that which is going to develop this nation. Therefore, the education that paves the way to lasting peace is multifaceted. It informs, challenges harmful ideologies, bridges cultural divides, and infuses our communities with empathy and understanding. An educated and enlightened society is acutely aware of the indispensable role of peace in both democracy and development. As a nation that has emerged from the shadows of conflict, our first-hand experiences, stories, and scars are poignant reminders that in the throes of violence, there are no victors, only shared suffering and loss. An educated society is one that learns from its history, resolutely standing against forces that threaten to regress us into tumultuous times. But we say, never again. It is a society that respects the rule of law, engages in democratic processes, and understands that grievances are to be addressed within the bounds of established legal and political frameworks. Above all, an educated society is one that embraces and celebrates diversity in thoughts, opinion, and even in identity. It recognizes the fundamental equality of all its members, irrespective of gender, and is committed to creating a society where opportunities are equitable and accessible to all. My government has been steadfast in its pursuit of gender empowerment and equality, enacting laws and policies to ensure that women and men alike have equal footing in every sphere of our nation. Over the past 5 years, my government has prioritized human capital development, using qualitative education to support transformational development and social progress in Sierra Leone. This annual celebration of education, ACE, serves as a collaborative platform for key education sector stakeholders to reflect on the achievements, addressing the challenges, and advancing access to and quality of education in the country as stipulated in the Education Sector Plan 2022-2026. Together, let us reaffirm our dedication to fostering an educational landscape that not only impacts knowledge, but also instills the value of unity, respect, and empathy, the pillars upon which lasting peace is built. Education for lasting peace transcends the confines of classrooms, lecture halls, and textbooks. It encompasses the holistic development of character, the nurturing of values that prioritize social cohesion over personal gains, and the recognition that every teacher and lecturer is not just an educator, but a role model whose influence shapes the future of our nation. When I clap for the teacher there. That is a big responsibility. You are not just teaching, you are role models shaping the future of so many. And therefore, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you behave, teachers must be guarded. Education for lasting peace is about fostering environments in our educational institutions where every student feels valued and empowered, where communities understand their crucial role in nurturing peace, and where each of us is committed to making decisions that are in the best interest of Sierra Leone and its development. At this juncture, I must, on behalf of a grateful nation, praise the tireless work of educators, parents, guardians, community elders, and all the stakeholders who work to advance the cause of education in our beloved nation, Sierra Leone. Your dedication and resilience and unwavering commitment are the bedrocks upon which our future is built. I also take this opportunity to encourage the students to remain steadfast in getting their education. It is the key that unlocks the door to progress, tolerance, and understanding. It is the foundation upon which we can construct a future of lasting peace in Sierra Leone. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, as we reflect on our journey, let us remember that education is not merely a tool for individual advancement, but a flame that lights the path to a brighter, more harmonious future for all of us. It is through education that we can transcend the barriers of ignorance, foster a spirit of unity, and pave the way for Sierra Leone that is not only at peace with itself, but also a shining example of progress and harmony to the world. Our commitment to education goes beyond the walls of schools and universities. It extends to every home, every community, and every heart in this nation. It is a commitment to nurturing minds and spirits, empowering each individual to reach their fullest potential, and building a society where every voice is heard, every dream is valued, and every child has the opportunity to soar. As we continue to strive forward, let us carry with us the lessons of our past, the wisdom of our ancestors, and the hope of our children. Let us forge a future where education is the cornerstone of lasting peace, where diversity is celebrated, and where every Sierra Leonean, regardless of background, has a chance to contribute to our nation's progress and prosperity. I wish every one of you an East Week that is filled with enriching experiences, meaningful dialogues like some of what we have listened to today, and a collective commitment to learning for lasting peace in Sierra Leone. Thank you.